What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Tattoo Budcast. Say hi.
Hi.
Because it's the first episode of the new year, as you know, because you know how to read a calendar. But hopefully you already watched our New Year's Eve episode.
That episode, we decided we're going to do some challenges throughout the year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the first challenge is going to be a flash challenge to get us back to hand painting instead of digital.
And what does that look like, bud?
Like all this badass behind me.
No, I mean, what does a challenge
Oh,
look like?
So we're going to be doing one sheet a month. We're going to pick the first month theme. And after that, we're going to take some of your suggestions in the comments on what we should do for the following month and act accordingly.
So what's the first theme?
The
What are we
first
getting into?
theme, we decided we're going to do Sailor Jerry. Sailor Jerry theme, repaints. It's going to be done in our style. So we're going to pick designs.
So you do it in your style.
Yeah. Oh, should we do each other's style? Nah.
No, you can't do my style.
So we're going to be doing some Sailor Jerry designs, some repaints done in our own style. Post them on our social medias and all of that stuff.
Yeah, and we'll maybe do like little clips like this at the beginning of the pod
Yeah.
to like either progress shots
briefing.
or like at the end of the month, and then we'll pick out the next month, whatever. But yeah, pick any of the Sailor Jerry designs that you like, redo them in your style, do a whole sheet of it. And I mean, that could be as many as 6, 3, whatever, however you want to set up your sheet. Our other challenge was doing little minor health challenges.
Because I'm carrying a little bit of holiday weight from a couple years ago.
Me too. Ever since I had my kids in 5 years, I've been real fat.
In 5 years.
So we have some bad news. We're starting pretty heavy, but
Well,
or not literally.
Speak for yourself.
We're starting pretty f***ing strict. So for the month of January, we're going no cheese. After January,
I don't know if you know what cheese means to us.
you could take a can of Cheese Whiz to the face,
Yeah,
bud.
we eat, breathe cheese 24/7.
Cheese all in this.
I my sleep. I eat it in the shower.
He has cheese on his toes,
I have cheese all over the place, if you know what I'm saying.
in his foreskin.
That's gross.
So let's move on. Real quick before we get into today's episode, we have our first return guest.
Yeah. It's our homegirl, Jill Syren Sarratt.
We picked her because we wanted to talk intentions for the new year. I think that's pretty much it without further ado. Oh, if you guys want to learn more about her career, check out episode 4. That was the first time we had her on, and we get real into how long she's been tattooing, her tattoo career as a female tattoo artist back in the 90s.
And as a spiritual advisor.
Yeah, and how she like merged the two passions, whatever. So this one, we're a little bit all over the place, but when Jill's around, when Jill lands that broomstick, it's always a good time.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Enjoy the episode.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We are back with another episode of the Tattoo Budcast. We made it to the new year.
This
Right?
is the first episode of the new year.
And to bring in the new year, we thought we'd bring one of our favorite guests back.
One of y'all's favorite guests back. Everybody's favorite witch. The bad bitch. Jill, Syren, Sarratt. Now everybody.
That's official, right? Because I've said your name like in a couple different variations, and she yells at me every time for saying it wrong. When you meet somebody, how do you introduce yourself?
Usually a siren.
A Syren? Okay, Syren it is.
Sarratt's her God-given last name.
Well-
Syren is her nickname.
Well, now it is Sarratt Chavez.
Ooh, sounds
Well, it's been-
serious.
It's been, well,
No.
Did you change it?
no. Yeah. I am hyphened, which is a pain in the ass.
Is it? Why?
Because some places, like, you'll go and they're like, oh, what's your name? And I'm like, Jill Sarratt Chavez. And they're like, no, we don't have you. And I'm like, do you have Jill Chavez? And they're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Or they're like, oh, it's just Jill Sarratt.
Was it
Yes.
a pain to change all of that stuff?
Oh my God. I literally almost hit the guy at the DMV. Because I go in with, you have to have the marriage certificate, right? And all of your other papers that show who the you are. And he's like, we can't take your marriage certificate. And I said, why? What's wrong? Well, there's a little watermark up here. You need to go have it redone. And I was like, are
What?
you
A watermark?
me?
Like, wait, do you mean like an official watermark or
No.
like a drop of water
Like,
left a mark?
I probably set a coffee cup
Yeah.
on it or
Oh
something.
my god.
I thought she was talking about the actual like the design that's embedded.
No, it was like you set a coffee cup on it and there's like water.
Dang, they really wouldn't like me pulling one out all crumbled up. Like my money is always all
They're all-
crumbled.
Yeah, there's no way I'm changing my name.
Yeah.
He's thinking of taking his girlfriend's last name.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, is that machismo thing? Because that's why I had to hyphenate my name.
'Cause-
Backstory. Not my first marriage. Never changed my name. And this one was like, no, that's how it works. I'm like, I've tattooed for like 20 years with this name. I'm not changing my name. Do you know how many Jill Chavez's there are?
Yeah, there's a lot of James Whites. I tell you that.
Really?
Yeah, one time, well, back when I used to drink, I got hammered, and I changed my bio, like the info on my bio. I just wrote Carnita's body. And then the same night, I looked up every James White that I could find.
and he followed.
and
them.
followed them all.
Do you know about how many?
It was like 30.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we're
God.
pretty tight.
Wow.
Yeah. What up, James?
Y'all, we became best friends.
And James.
And James.
The Whiteheads. People always ask him like, "Why is your last name White?" Huh?
Always, and especially like in elementary school. Like I hated my last name. I got made fun of all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
James Whiteass was one of them that I got called. It's brown, I tell you.
I don't know. It hasn't seen the sun.
What is that thing called? We put
New-
your buttholes to the sun?
We don't do it.
You
I
do
did
it.
it one time.
You know about that?
Perennium sunning.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, well, no, it was just that
What is this supposed to do?
I don't. It's some like
You taking sun
West
energy
LA yeah.
into your butthole?
Well, and apparently, like since it usually doesn't see any sun, like it absorbs a lot of vitamin D.
You know.
And it's funny.
You know what she's talking about.
I'm all,
And it's funny because the little second that we tried it felt like
you
like-
burned your butthole?
like we didn't, but you easily could. Like it felt like
That's
you
why
know,
I'm like,
you know,
I
when you
am
get a new
very
tattoo,
white.
You know, when you get a new tattoo and like the sun, like it feels warm as soon as you step outside.
Yeah.
Like that's how it felt. But yeah, people like
Because they have dark buttholes.
flip upside down, and well, we do now. It's evened out.
That's a thing though, and I didn't realize that until like I got heavily tattooed where it like it's hotter when you're outside in the sun.
yeah.
It like just absorbs the heat, and I hate it.
It feels like literally like when you have a brand new tattoo, and as soon as you step outside, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't think that should be in the sun. God put it way in there for a reason. Apparently,
You're gonna try it.
I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, okay, I've done some strange things in my backyard that I'm sure my neighbors are like, what the fuck is wrong with her? I don't know if I could just.
But you
stick
never
my
pointed your butthole
I
at
have
them,
never
I bet.
pointed my butthole.
so
at them.
there's two schools of belief, and one of them is the whole vitamin D thing, like for people that I guess are more like
Vitamin D
Deficient.
deficient.
are like nutrition based or whatever. But then there's also the spiritual side
I was just
where
gonna say,
you
what do you
absorb
think about that?
The sun energy.
the sun energy, because it's such a like you don't just walk like your arms are out all the time. You don't walk
Yeah.
around with your butt. I mean, well, I don't know if you do, but you don't walk around with your butthole out all the time. You know, so it's like literally like
Maybe.
baby skin.
I get that because like you can even do like a thing that's called like moon bathing as opposed to sun bathing.
Naked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about weird things, my neighbors probably are like, "Why the fuck is that bitch naked in the backyard in the middle of the night?"
And the husband's like, I don't know, but I'm gonna check it out.
And Dave's like, "Hey."
What's the guy's name on Home Improvement? Wilson.
Wilson.
But the thing is, you take in the energy of the moon, so I could see in a sense where like taking in that energy of the sun is great because it's like prosperity, it's happiness, it's abundance. So I can see where that would be a good thing. I just don't know why it's got to be your butthole.
No, girls, you can do your vagina too.
Okay, I've heard of the vagina one.
Yeah.
I've heard of one.
What does that one do?
James is like, prove it.
Well, yeah.
It'd be funny for you to do, like, your neighbors think it's weird for you to do it at night, but, like, it's stark daylight.
Yeah, Dave would lose his shit. Oh, my God.
Didn't, like, the Munsters or the Addams family or something have a neighbor that hated them or, like, thought they were so weird? I think the Munsters did,
It was Bewitched.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah.
She
What was her name?
Gladys? Was it Gladys?
Gladys.
Yeah.
And she'd be like,
Out the blinds.
Abner. Abner was her husband.
Yeah, she's always trying to tell him what's going on, and he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't give two fucks.
So you have a Gladys?
Nicely, no. So our next door neighbors, it's this really awesome lesbian couple. And, like, they've actually come over for rituals before. The ones on the other side are this very strange.
They're strange.
I know. As I'm blowing fire in the backyard. They are from Vietnam. The man is like in his 60s. The wife is in her maybe 30s. And she just looks at me like I'm Satan on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. She calls my husband Brown Dave.
Why?
Well, Dave is brown. I mean, he is quite brown.
James White and Brown Dave.
Yeah, James White.
I hang out with that guy. How did you find that out?
Because she says it to me.
Brown Dave is crazy.
She literally calls him Brown Dave.
Like, it's not like you're living with two Daves and she needs to differentiate.
Right. Like, there's just one Dave in the house. I'm sure there's probably one Dave on our street. I don't know.
So,
Yeah, I'm all. I don't even know where we've gone with all of this. What the hell?
I know we are.
It was buttholes.
Is that where we started at?
It started with buttholes. Oh, you had said that about fire breathing in the backyard. She also does fire breathing. Do you know this about her?
I don't know this about her. Do it really
Bad
quick.
breath.
Yeah, I do fire breathing.
Is it like a performative thing or part of a ritual?
Both. So ritually, when I use fire breathing, a lot of times it will be for either like a new moon or a full moon that the sign that we're working with is a fire sign. So I'll be bringing in that fire energy.
I'm a fire sign.
I am too, right? I'm a
Sagittarius.
Yes, you are. Ooh, you're a Sag.
Okay.
I like Sag. So like I'll use it to like bring in the fire energy, or like for Yule, which is the longest night of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of where
You do all your butthole.
I do my butthole sunning.
Butthole work.
Do my butthole work. Basically where Christianity got Christmas from.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
what's with the Yule log and all that.
right. And Yule is the longest day of the year, or longest night of the year, I'm sorry. Longest night of the year. So we then celebrate the coming back of the sun, the coming back of the light, the coming back of the warmth.
Okay.
So for the fire festivals, I'll do fire breathing as like an offering.
I see.
Offering to the sun, offering to the light.
The fire itself or your performance?
Both.
All of it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a gratitude thing.
Yeah, like the whole idea that, I mean, obviously now in our day and age, we know that it's a cyclical type of thing where obviously the sun is coming back, where the sun is going to help grow crops and flowers and all of that. But for me, it's more of a thing connecting with our ancestors where they were not aware that the sun was coming back. Like maybe we were just going into complete darkness kind of a situation.
Mm.
And they would do rituals where it be the lighting of a bonfire, and then you take the fire and you go and you light your own hearths in your home. Or there is one where they would light a wheel and they would let the wheel roll down the hills into like ponds or rivers or whatever, to signify that the light was then fading, but then it's going to coming back. So for me, it's more of a connection with ancestors, that, having the light come back and giving that gratitude that it is coming back, and using that fire in that type of thing.
You know your stuff, girl.
I am a super nerd when it comes to that. We can talk about ancestors and Neolithic and how this is all.
Wait,
Never heard that
Neolithic?
word before.
Yeah, what's Neolithic? Are you lying? Are you serious?
Well, yeah, I've never heard it.
Yeah,
You've
me
never
neither.
heard Neolithic?
Me neither.
Wow. Okay.
You're thinking Matrix?
We're getting
Neo?
No. Neolithic man was basically Stone Age and Iron Age going into the Copper Age. So we're talking like way, way back in our ancestors.
You've never heard Copper Age either, huh?
What's Copper Age?
For me, I do a lot of reading and research. I'm real exciting. And lots of watching of these kinds
This
of things.
girl knows how to party.
Party.
Learning about how our ancestors worshipped, how they lived. My dad and I, when he was in the hospital last time we were there, we were talking about how you make arrows out of obsidian and how to like crack it. Because he's like, did you get that perfected? And I was like, Dad, this is not the time to discuss this. You know,
I've been meaning to ask you.
Is obsidian dragon glass?
I've never heard of dragon.
You've never
glass.
heard that word? Oh, that's what they call it. I don't know if it's. Okay, full disclosure, they're used interchangeably in the Game of Thrones series. So I was
okay.
wondering if that's a real term.
Oh, I've
And,
never heard. It could be. I mean, I don't know everything by any means. I don't know, but
I feel
obsidian.
like, talk about nerd. Game of
Obsidian is
Thrones.
volcano glass, right?
It is. Or
Shut up, Ben.
it's what happens when like it is so hot that it melts everything. Hit it in a certain way within
And it's
another.
like slivers.
It shards, like it slivers
So
out.
did you figure it out? Did you answer your dad?
I have not. Everything I do gets fucked up.
Is it expensive? Is it an expensive hobby?
Well, we found a place where we went and we mined and like found a whole bunch of obsidian. So I've just been like fucking with it.
So you found it on your own?
Whoa.
Yeah, it was
That's
really
exciting.
cool. It was really, really cool.
Locally or?
It's about 2.5 hours away. Like when we were driving to Montana, I'm like looking on my phone. We went to an opal mine and mined a bunch of like raw opals,
That's so cool.
which was
Straight
super
from the
fun.
Store.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was super neat.
So do you cleanse those things?
Oh, fuck yeah. Even with like getting stones and stuff from suppliers that I have,
Yeah.
I cleanse them all, but I won't set an intention. But if I'm keeping it for myself and I know what I want to use it for, then I will set my intention with it. But I always like tell people a lot of stones can be used for multiple intentions. So each stone, like each person is different. You know, you may have the same type of qualities as maybe your brothers or sisters or cousins or whatever, right? But you're an individual.
What about the Rolling Stones? What do you think? Mick Jagger?
He's probably a zombie.
He is, I'm sure he is.
Is that fool still alive? He is.
He
huh?
is.
All of them, I think, right?
And
And he probably
What's
still
he-
gets bitches.
Fuck yeah.
ew.
His dick looks like his face.
You know
How do
what?
you know that?
If you're prettier than I am, I'm not fucking you.
Hey, that's a good way to live. Not for me.
You're like, life's so hard for me.
Yeah, it's rough out there.
You need to connect with that stone and you need to say what it's saying to you. Because, like, this was what it may say to me.
Yeah.
Maybe something different to you. But you also need to, like, sit down with it and you need to tell it what you want it to do. So I just tell people, like, this is what I think these stones are great for and what they speak to me. And certain stones that I'll get, like, will be like, this probably sounds crazy, but they'll be screaming at me like, oh, this is what I need to be used for. So when people are asking, I'll be, oh, this is saying this to me. But again, it may say something different to you. But you need to take that stone, get yourself in tune with it, either by meditation or just putting it in your auric field. And then you need to tell it, I need you to do this for me. Like a clear quartz. A clear quartz you can literally program to do anything. Anything. And it's also like one of the stones that has one of the highest vibrations
That's awesome. Yeah, I meant to ask you on the last episode. You had this crazy bracelet. It was like a crystal that was like that big.
Oh.
What was that all about?
That actually a friend of mine made for me. And that was a big clear quartz pyramid.
Oh, that was clear quartz.
It was clear quartz and it was a pyramid. So different shapes that crystals are cut into
Oh,
Pyramids
really?
and spheres.
give
Yeah.
you different
What about this
energies.
one?
Like a pyramid.
Uh-huh.
Think about a pyramid, right? So you got this all coming into a point. So it's going to take all of that energy that is starting at the base and it's projecting it up, right? So it's going to go straight up into your area.
Like the pyramids of Egypt, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, we could get into that. Can we do
You
an
scared me
episode on
right now.
aliens?
Yes!
Yeah.
She scared the shit out of me.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Because I thought she looked that way and went, I thought something was falling or
You know what's
something. That
crazy?
scared the shit out of me.
You know what's
My
crazy
heart's
really
pounding.
quick?
What?
When I was cutting up the audio for the last episode you were
Oh,
on,
yeah.
there was some parts where there was like breathy voice that wasn't saying anything but did not belong to either any of us. And I didn't realize it. Full disclosure, I didn't realize it till the audio was so cut up. So I never went back to the raw audio to see exactly what it was. But it was pretty crazy, dude. Because it would be parts where
we need to see what that's saying.
because I would look at the video footage against it, and for instance, if you're talking and I could hear the breathiness, we wouldn't be talking.
I bet you
Oh.
it's going to happen again.
We need to
Right,
hear what they're
guys?
saying. Yeah. I'm all, what do you
They're all,
what do you want to say to us? What do you want to tell us, guys?
You could tell them. You could tell them.
Oh, I have an interesting thing that happened to me. I had a dream the other day. It was kind of like a stress dream, a panic dream. It was about me and my girlfriend. I won't get into that. I went back to sleep and I was in that half sleep and I was hearing two voices and it was two guys talking, bickering rather, kind of aggressively talking to each other. And the only words I could make out was scholar tree. I was like, what the fuck?
I
And then
don't
so I
know.
woke up and then voices were gone.
I was like, you're ghetto ass her Dollar Tree.
But I Googled it, and it's an actual tree, and they use them at Buddhist monk temples. Yeah,
It's a real thing.
it's like a real thing, and I was like,
Oh.
what? And the entire day, I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Okay, so do more research on that. And
Yeah.
you know what? Maybe that is you need to get one. Can you get one?
There are some in the United States, but they don't bloom because they are from China, and the Japanese adopt it as the pagoda tree.
Oh, okay. Because I've heard about
Yeah,
Coven
yeah.
tree. Okay.
But yeah, scholar tree. Never heard of it before in my entire
had never
life,
heard of that.
and but it was a thing. No, there was another one when I was meditating. I saw a symbol. It was like a crucifix, but with two of the lines even, and it was the cross of Lorraine or something like
Yes.
that. And I'd never seen it before in my entire life. It was gold, and it kind of had. I thought it had
That's your
eyes
past
on
life.
it.
That's your
Yeah.
fucking past life.
I Googled it and it was all there. What I know how I found it, I drew as soon as I came out of my meditation, I drew it. And then I put that image into the Google image search and then that popped up.
I think it was in Arizona, and I could be wrong.
Uh-huh.
They found where the cross of Lorraine was carved into these stones, and they found them
Yes.
from 15th. I could be wrong. 15th century, 16th century.
Yeah.
But I went down a fucking rabbit hole with that whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it said the cross appeared 1,000 years or so before the Christian era in Egypt.
There we go back to that's your past lives are coming in.
Yeah, but in little tiny glimpses.
But that's how it's going to come through.
Yeah.
And then the more you do the research and you look into it, I'm telling you, it's going to shit's going to start popping up and you're like, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
And it'll start coming quicker to you and really open up.
It's so exciting. That's why I got into the biz.
What biz?
The past life biz.
Oh,
Ever heard of it?
is it lucrative?
Nope.
Weird thing, I have been looking into getting certified to be a past life regressionist. I need more shit to do. How many more jobs can I have? And so I've been like looking at different courses and how I can like expand on it, because like I've done a lot for myself as far as past lives, and I feel like it's helped me a lot to like work through a lot of issues that made no fucking sense in my life, like why these were fucking things for me.
Hold on, these fucking mice over here.
I don't know, what the hell?
What the fuck is happening over there?
Well, I saw Jake mouth a little while ago that he needs to shit.
Go then.
Somebody's going off the rails right now.
This whole time, dude, he's doing.
You got any crystals for a colon cleanse?
He's still rolling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said he
I'm
was.
all, well, you know, there is that joke, like, look how happy I am because I have 16 crystals shoved up my ass.
I've never heard of that one before.
Friend, you need to.
Yeah, it's a joke. Don't try it. He's new to this, Jill. You gotta be very specific.
16?
I do have multiple crystal phalluses that we can.
Oh, those are so sick.
Really? I'm gonna call in sick that day.
One of my clients has a bunch of them.
People love them.
That's hard.
It is hard. We always have to give the disclaimer. This is not for what you think it is.
But I'm sure they
I'm
use
just saying that.
Yeah.
Because like
This rose quartz penis is not for your self-love.
So, taking on that shape like that has a spiritual meaning as well. I would imagine,
Yes.
right?
Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Just asking for a friend. Symbolism of the phallus is very, very ancient for abundance, prosperity, manifestation,
And bitches.
and getting bitches.
Manifestation of bitches. Abundance and bitches.
The lingams in India it's a penis. It's a big penis. And they're put around for prosperity. They're put around for bringing in good luck, bringing in abundance.
I don't know. Abundance and prosperity with penises. It seems like these people never met a penis in their life.
Well, you have to think about it this way, right? You know, our ancient ancestors.
They love dick.
Well, in order to produce life,
Right.
obviously you had to have a male and a female, right? And the sperm from the penis
Ew.
Oh, I know what those
is what brought in life. So for them, the image of an erect penis, we're not talking not that little flaccid guy, okay, but an erect penis, just like there are the ancient carvings of women with ginormous breasts. But that was also a symbol of life, because to them,
Oh yeah, you do see that a lot.
that was life. That was creation. You know, they weren't drawing
Well,
pictures.
yeah, that would make me want to create life too.
But to them, you know, like what we consider now to be an attractive woman, which is very thin, and to them,
like 90s was all about Nova, super.
yeah, everyone looked like they were heroin chic. But to them, beauty was that creation. So it was a full-figured woman with large breasts that could feed your children, big hips that could give birth to children. You know, it was a whole different ideal of beauty. And most of these figures, there was no facial features. It was just like a head. So those two things combined was all about abundance and prosperity.
I'm aroused.
Don't look down. This isn't a drill.
Yeah, I'm all-
Don't look down. Don't look
Can we
down.
take a break? We'll be right back.
That is it. Next time I'm bringing you all big dicks.
We
You don't need to bring one for me. I start crying.
It's because he doesn't want to feel intimidated. Please don't bring one for me. I don't want my girlfriend to see what she could.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want for people to compare me.
I'm not, so okay. You need to meet Dave.
Why?
Oh, he has a small dick too.
Babe, I love you. No, you don't. I married you for a reason. It's not your money. How did we go off on this? How did we even get on crystal penises? Where did we start?
Because
Fuck.
you're horny.
She's like, what's hot in here?
I'm all, woo!
You mentioned a little while ago, you wanted to talk aliens. What did you have to say about that? Because there's
Okay.
been a lot of stuff in the news. I don't know if you guys.
Oh
have
my
been following
gosh,
Yes!
dude.
Dude,
That shit is so scary.
it.
Okay,
I love
so-
that shit.
I am a complete crackhead when it comes to alien shit.
Uh-huh.
I freaking love that.
Yeah. Do you watch any of the Billy Carson stuff?
No.
He's a guy that like.
What is he on?
He has his own platform. He created his own platform. It's called Forbidden Knowledge, like the number
Shut
4, Forbidden Knowledge.
Up.
But this guy is like, he knows everything backwards and forwards. He learned how to decipher all of the hieroglyphics from ancient Egypt, and then these emerald tablets that have this crazy information in them.
I'm in love because I love the Emerald
Wait,
tablets.
What's that?
It's just these like tablets with knowledge on them, and they're from like 30,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's from ancient Egypt, and it's supposed to be like how you're supposed to live and how you're supposed to progress in life and spirituality. The answer to why the fuck we're here,
Yeah.
basically.
I
it-
gotta look
and it-
into that.
and
I've
it-
never even heard that term.
But it points to us being put here.
I don't even know what our topic is tonight, but we're like
It's New
all.
Year's.
We haven't hit
We're-
one of them.
I know we're all over the place. Sorry, guys.
What about how the CIA like had declassified all those alien thingies, the alien files?
Okay,
Did you guys ever look at that into that?
I did. It was very confusing and like
Yeah,
they
I
like
tried
blacked
to
out
too.
like 90% of the
Yeah,
shit.
so much of it
Yeah.
was redacted. They also did astral projection. There's a bunch of
Yes, that they said it's
declassified
real.
stuff about that. Yeah, that they've been studying it forever.
Yeah, and remote viewing.
What's
Yeah.
remote viewing?
Instead of saying, okay, like my spirit is like going to the next room. In your mind, you're going to the next room and you're seeing what's going on in there.
Oh, okay.
But they were using people for remote viewing from the 40s and 50s that they were like, okay, go to this place, and then the people who were doing the remote viewing would tell them, oh, I see this and I see this and I see a train or I see this person, and they were using it to basically spy on other countries as like having
I have
military
heard
tool.
this.
right. It was a
yes.
military tool, but now they're saying, oh yeah, it's real.
Do you do hallucinogens at all?
I have not honestly for years in my
Oh my god, you got to get on it.
In
You
my
guys would
younger-
both love it.
in my younger years. I did way too many. Way too many. If I don't have that control, I'm kind of freaked out
But
by
you
it.
will. I mean, you're very well aware that you took something, and you don't have to go super hard. But I think unencumbered, because you still have your limitations, right? You're still a person. You're still human.
Yeah, but
So-
I don't know. Like there was one time, and
You're about to scare us right now.
I know. She's like, kids, go to bed. Mommy has to talk drugs.
Yeah. my kids are in their 30s. What the fuck? They're all, oh god, here goes our mom again. With my pain and stuff, I'll take edibles. I'll eat some edibles if I'm in a lot of pain to like be able to sleep.
Mhm.
I'll smoke weed once in a while. What the fuck, you know? I'm a
This
grown-
is California.
I'm a grown up. Okay. A friend of Dave's brought over wax,
Oh God.
and so I was like, okay, well I'll do a little bit. Like it was hurting, and I was like, I'll do a little.
There's no little bit.
Bitch, I literally hated my husband.
I won't fuck with that shit. No way.
All I wanted was my dog. I like literally was shitting myself on the toilet and was like yelling at my husband to bring me my dog and put me to fucking bed.
And you were in bed already.
No, I was like, was
And she doesn't have a dog.
Or a husband.
I don't know how true this is, but what I've heard is that with wax, like you're supposed to, you know how when you grow up smoking weed, they're like, hold that shit in. Well, with wax, you're supposed to exhale as quickly as possible because it could spark heat stroke or something. So
What?
yeah, so like because of the the way that
Yeah.
it turns to gas,
Yeah.
it expands in your lungs or vapor. So maybe that's why you're shitting yourself.
I don't know, but I didn't like it. I was like, never again.
But that's different because I feel like with hallucinogens, I don't ever have any anxiety. I feel super like lifted, and but with the weed, yeah, I could do edibles all day. But now at like my age now, like dabs or smoking certain strains, I just
Well, it's all like
get a little bit in my head and
Yeah.
anxious and
Probably mushrooms again. That I always had really like really good, like chill things. I would have like serious conversations with plants. I would never ever do LSD again.
I've never done acid.
Whoa.
I heard too many bad reviews.
I did like 10 hits of liquid acid and I was in the back of a Harley.
Sick ass fool.
It was not good. After that, I was like, never again, never again, never again, never again.
Yeah, that's wild.
But I would be down to do mushrooms again. I just remember like it tastes like poop. Like
Well, some
it tastes
people like
poop.
that, Jill.
Acts like she'd never sunned a butthole before. I thought you were all about no judgment. So,
Wow.
well, I do want to talk about the intentions for the new year and stuff because you do have all your goodies for us.
Okay, so
So ringing in the new year
We'll start there.
intuitively, intentionally, with the purpose, as opposed to your, I guess, typical New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna lose weight or whatever. Like, let's go deeper than that.
right, which is and not discounting anyone who, you know, oh yeah, I want to lose weight or I want to go to the gym every week or whatever. That's great. Like any time that you're setting goals for yourself or you're putting something out there, you're putting an intention out, I think that's great. Everyone do your thing. But coming into the new year, a really great way to come in is to set intentions for your next either 6 months or full year.
Okay.
So I asked you guys what you wanted to have come into this year. So we made
So here's your crystal dicks.
And a small one for James.
here's your phalluses. So Miss Sanae,
Yeah, they're not called dicks. They're called phalluses.
well, the technical term is phallus.
Is dicks. But she prefers to call them phalluses.
Phallus is slang.
Well, this is for both of you.
So like,
I hate to share with him.
Be nice, Sanae. Share.
That's not part of my New Year's. That's not what I'm intending to do this New Year.
less sharing.
So Sanae, yours is all
Come on, make money.
no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Whoa.
Wow.
So that is one of our bad bitch candles.
Is it like one of those rose sex toys?
I'll tell you in a second.
So it's a spicy sweet scent.
Oh yeah.
So what it is, it's a combination of fire energy
Ooh, perfect.
and water energy that is going to let you realize your own power, that you have that power that you don't allow yourself to see and allow yourself to manifest from your fears and what may have been put onto you that needs to be worked through in shadow work, that's saying you're not that bad bitch, right? So this is all about telling you, yes, you are. You are that bad bitch. You can accomplish anything you fucking want to in life.
I receive it.
And that's what your spray is too. It's the same kind of scents. And in there you have fire quartz and carnelian, which are both fire stones.
And I could just spray this on.
Yeah.
I guess I could do it on my skin.
You evolve. you grow
To a
nice-
baddie. I love
Yeah,
this.
That smells so good. That reminds me of like an Aveda product.
Well, it's all essential oil.
It is. She just pours it.
Imagine.
I just use
took
that.
the
I'm all-
label off.
We just heat the label. pull
She's
it off.
selling us snake oil.
Wait a minute, is this Mary Kay Satin Hands?
Skin So Soft by Avon.
Ooh. Okay, so now your other bottle. This is our cleansing fire. This is to cleanse out all of the negativity that you can be carrying with you.
Hey.
So that's a tincture. So this
Oh,
is
yeah.
a very high grade alcohol that has different herbs and resins and stones that get set in there for about 4 to 6 months. So when we burn it, do not put it in glass because it will explode.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
You have to put it in metal or ceramic. I had put it in a shot glass when we were traveling to cleanse the hotel room because I didn't bring anything. And I literally, it just exploded everywhere. it was not.
Do you always cleanse your hotel rooms and
Oh,
stuff?
fuck yeah.
That reminds me of that meme where it says like, you can't smoke in a hotel room, but you could literally come anywhere.
It's true. Like, ugh, I hate them. So I'm always like, I go in and like light candles and spray everything and like, oh yeah.
Her little cleansing sprays and
yeah.
stuff are perfect for it.
So you asked about bringing in your intuition. You asked some other things. But
Yeah, I didn't know where to start, and I'm very greedy.
He asked for so much, dude. It was fucking rude. It was like having a child write a Christmas list when Jill asked what
and that
we
is
wanted.
just who I am because I'm so indecisive. I don't know what I want.
But on
you know.
that, because you have so many different things, I didn't want to put it all in one because I felt like it would be diluted.
Sure.
It would be
yeah.
too expensive.
No, it would just be like, I need this and this. So we can keep working on like other things you want to bring in
Okay.
and that kind of
How
stuff.
about manners?
I don't think I can help with that.
That was
I can't
good.
help with that.
That's his mom's job.
Yeah, I'm already a mom. You need to discuss that with your own mom. So for you, we're bringing in your intuition,
Yes.
which is opening up your psychic abilities.
Slow down.
Which you're already working on with your meditation,
Yeah.
right? So this can be burned one while you're doing meditation or while you are even like getting ready to go to sleep,
Oh,
which
okay.
can bring you prophetic dreams.
Really?
Yes. So your scent.
Pathetic
Oh, look
dreams?
at this.
So your scent is Blue Lotus. I don't know if you've ever used Blue
Wait.
Lotus.
I've never used it.
She got you a lump of coal?
Are you Santa Claus?
Yeah. I'm the redheaded Santa.
Santa Claus?
Santa Claus.
Oh man, smell that guy.
Yeah, let me see this thing.
So yours is Blue Lotus,
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Blue Lotus,
Oh, this would be a good
Cashmere,
cologne.
and Amber
Wow.
are the scents that I use for the intuition and divination work. You're so corny.
Jill
Oh my
commercial.
God. Why I also picked Blue Lotus for you. With your connection with Egypt, the Blue Lotus was used in Egyptian mythology to be able to see the future.
What?
Yes.
It's going to take
Awesome.
me forever to deflate his head.
Do you know what happens to you tomorrow?
He's going to use his powers for bad. I don't know if you know what you're doing.
Cannot use your powers for bad. You have to
No,
promise.
I will not.
Your fire is pyromancy. So have you heard?
You're going to do it with fire.
Do you know what pyromancy is?
I do not.
So pyromancy is using.
It sounds horny.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's turning me on.
Well, so pyromancy is divining the future through fire. So you
That
can
sounds dangerous.
you can use this.
He's
as
going to
you're
burn
burning
down
it.
this shop.
Yeah, don't burn on the shop.
Okay.
Promise you will never ever leave these burning unattended because I don't want to be responsible for the shop burning.
Yeah, I got yelled at because we had left the candle on the other day.
You did?
I'm just kidding.
This is the oldest building in
I
Los
left and then I
Angeles.
drove all the way back here to blow it out.
Is that the day that I told you not to leave it burning?
What were you saying?
At least you know we're using it. And we're really going to need the money it's supposed
I
to
was
bring
gonna
in.
say, we're gonna need to pay for it.
As you burn the whole building down.
Great return on investment, though.
Dude, I just found $20.
In the rubble of our tattoo shop.
It works. The universe is so great.
Oh my God. Here, we'll do the cleansing.
I'm a bad bitch spray. I don't want him to. Then we'll really have problems.
Imagine if
with
I
it.
turn into a bad bitch. That'd be so bad for you.
We both have hair like this next time we.
Oh my God.
Girls. So about that much?
Like you can, if you just want to do a quick cleansing, you can put a
So
small
shots?
amount,
Oh my God! Don't
like a tiny amount in there.
take a shot.
Whoa.
And there goes James's beard. Oh, it's on.
Yeah, it's like super dim.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a
Wow.
Bacardi 151 drink at a tiki bar.
It's kind of like those like how those burners are for food outside. Like if we turn off the lights, we could probably see it.
Yeah, and you can feel it. Yeah, you can see it.
I was gonna ask that. Oh yeah,
How cool is that?
that's so cool.
Oh my.
And it'll continue to burn, and sometimes it'll go up. That's why don't leave it because it'll go up,
Yeah.
it'll go down. but you can smell too. Like for the cleansing, it's Palo Santo, it is frankincense and myrrh, rosemary,
I have all those.
lavender. And they sit in there for a long time. And so as it's burning, you can smell that.
Wow.
Where the pyromancy is mugwort that I grow. I can't grow blue lotus, but mugwort, blue
How come?
lotus. Because you have to go blue lotus in water. But they're all herbs for divination and bringing up your intuition.
Okay. Like for me, I would put one of these on while I'm meditating 'cause in the bathtub.
Yeah. And just put it by the side.
And what about pairing it with other things? Because I like to use incense.
Oh, you can totally, for those, I would use mugwort. For me, a really, really great one for intuition and stuff is mugwort, blue lotus, and lavender.
Are you listening to us, or are you just?
He's
at
like
how cool
focused
this
right
Are
now.
you just
It's
pyromancing?
boiling.
Is it?
Yeah, it'll boil. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Don't, James. Don't get too close.
Don't light your beard.
I'm gonna have to sit on my hands.
Yeah. You could only look, okay?
And I wanna to say with you, Sanae, especially as women, we are told that we do not have power. We're not supposed to have power. We're not supposed to feel empowered and strong. And if you are a strong woman, you're a fucking bitch. So we're told that that's not okay.
And James tells me those things all the time.
I was thinking this is hers right to make her a strong woman. It's close to me. Imagine if I turn into a strong woman right now.
This is just cleansing. We're just
Oh,
cleansing.
thank
We're
goodness.
just cleansing your shit, all right? We're just cleansing your shit. But so a lot of coming into your own power and accepting your own power is dismissing the bullshit that's put on you by society. So a lot of for the cleansing, it's getting rid of that shit that's been put on you. And again, I don't want to like be that person that's all like, ooh, men suck. Because
They do.
Some men suck. Some men suck. Not all men suck. Some men suck.
He sucks especially.
I thought she was gonna go the other way with that. But
I
guess not.
thought she was going to say you suck especially good.
Dick.
That's what I was thinking.
Crystal dicks.
Crystal dicks. Sucking the crystal.
He's not gonna be happy till he gets his hands on, till he gets his butt on one of those.
Let's see what the teens are all about. There I go again, man. Every episode.
Well, we should have Quentin come on and
Kiss you.
kiss you. We'll have to. Sorry, Colby. It's just for like.
Oh, he's married. Huh?
He has a partner.
Okay.
They're not married yet, but
Dude, you would break up a happy home.
But how long will that last? As much as you filled it.
Depends how dirty your aura is. And yours is
That
filthy.
would make a difference, I would imagine, right?
yes, it does. I was just gonna say it depends on how.
And
much
that shit's
cleansing you
about
need.
to spread all the way to James. It'd be a shame if I. You know what I want to try to do right now?
And Sanae lights everyone on fire.
No. Not everyone.
Oh.
Huh?
As you're about to touch it, huh?
No.
So this is I'm sure you remember the tattoo aftercare segment where we give
Yes.
advice to listeners.
I'm like, your face is like freaking me out because this must be a good one.
It's pretty good, dude. Obviously, we're going to keep this anonymous, but there is photographic evidence. Hello there. So, I just wanted to ask if I'd be able to submit something for you guys to consider for help. I've been talking to this guy while dating off and on since February 2020. We genuinely get along, like there is never a dull moment. I could see that. We always have a
Come on,
great
but it's
time
like
together.
drama. That could be bad or good.
I know,
don't
right?
I'm just saying.
That is true because the bad relationships, never a dull moment.
Right.
But let's save judgment for a couple
After?
seconds. Yeah.
Ooh.
We always have a great time together. We have the same taste in music and are continuously laughing. So I've only been to his house twice because he lives with his older brother and his brother doesn't like him having people over. I am curious of the ages. The first time he had lost his mother died a week after them moving into their new place. A few months, I guess that's the first time she went to his house. A few months before, and they still hadn't I think she means packed boxes everywhere. It was a bit of a disorganized mess. A year later, he takes me back to have a couple of beers while he gets ready for us to go to dinner. When I entered, it was exactly the same. There was still boxes everywhere, but it wasn't so organized now. His mother's bed was still in the living room with her belongings untouched.
Creepy.
Yeah, there's definitely some healing that needs to go on there.
Yeah.
I asked if I could use, now that here we go, okay? I asked if I could use his restroom, and as soon as I went in, I went right back out because I thought someone used the restroom without flushing. So I told him, and he was like, what? There's nothing in there. The bowl was 50 shades of brown.
Ugh.
That may be the episode title.
50 shades of brown.
Then I looked around, and I see the rest of the restroom.
I'm going to throw up.
You guys are
I'm gonna
gonna
throw up.
die, dude.
Look at that lid.
How do you poop up there? What are you doing?
That's like.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're
I'll send it to
shooting
you
your
guys.
butt up?
Yeah.
Shooting your butt up.
What the fuck?
That's gross.
What the like?
Gross.
Someone sprayed that toilet seat lid on
sounds
the
like-
way down.
That
Like,
sounds like,
sick.
are you like aiming your butt up
Did you show her the
to
sink?
poo?
Not yet.
Like, are you aiming your butt up to poop?
Bitch, you ain't seen the sink.
It's no. Why is the toothbrush touching the black mold stuff?
So you're saying you wouldn't sleep with this guy?
Oh, I would have.
Oh my god, there is a toothbrush there. I didn't even
There is-
see
And
that.
it's touching black mold.
Oh, it's
stuff.
black mold. Yeah.
It is touching black mold stuff.
Incoming. I'm airdropping it to Ben so he could show you, Jake.
Never.
Ben's like, what's wrong with it?
I'll fuck you up, Ben.
No. His place
Wait,
is.
who sent this?
Yeah.
That's
Us,
disgusting.
a listener.
A listener, yeah.
This is the person she's talking about. Okay. I was immediately disgusted. Like,
Yeah.
unable to see him the same. Yeah, dude. Not
How
me.
can you kiss that? If that is his toothbrush, oh my god.
Hey, it gets better.
No.
In parentheses,
No.
did you guys see his toothbrush? Barfy face. I feel incredibly guilty because I've been avoiding his calls, but I'm out at this point. I don't know how to tell him that he needs to be a little bit more cleaner,
A little bit more clear.
but I hate that I'm putting conditions on my attention. No,
No. No. No.
no, don't. Yeah,
Because
no.
okay, could you live with that person?
That's him and his brother.
Hell no.
Yeah, you got to look at your relationships as an investment, and you cannot invest into something that you cannot live with.
I
And
couldn't live with that.
Right, and I'm assuming that they're adults because they've been dating for this long. Like they're not like
Yeah.
just fresh out of high school.
Yeah, they got their own place.
Yeah, like this is a personality, and it's not gonna change.
No.
Yeah. And even if he were not the I don't know. Like I was gonna say, even if he were not the dirty one, he still
How
lives
could
with his
you live in
brother.
that?
But
He's
Yeah.
allowing it and he's living
Right,
He's
it.
the dirty one because he
He's-
didn't know. He was like, what do you mean?
oh yeah, what do you mean? There's nothing in there. Which is a crazy thing to say and be like, oh, go ahead. Okay, so I don't know how to tell him. Like I'm willing to help you clean. Don't do
no,
that.
No. Don't be the mommy.
Don't be the mommy.
You know what? That kind of brings me to. I was thinking the mom passed away. She probably took care of all of that shit for
Oh,
them.
maybe.
And she's not around anymore. And they're just
And
like,
they're just
"Eh."
like,
But
yeah.
no. As the mom of a boy, my son is clean. He knows how to cook. He knows how to do laundry.
But you hold his
as
feet
a
to the
good
fire.
mom.
Huh?
You hold his feet to the fire, though.
Yeah, he knew. He knew.
Like these are some baby Huey ass motherfuckers. Okay. So can you guys maybe help on how I approach and handle this situation?
Run
Your
really fast.
Your guys' time is much appreciated, and I honestly love listening to you guys. So I
Girl,
wrote her
run.
back because I got this a couple
We
days
love
ago.
you too.
I said, thank you for the submission. We'll definitely get on this. That shit is wild, all caps. Okay. So then she follows up, right? So I didn't even mention the cochino stuff. That-
Here we go.
yeah.
It gets worse.
Yeah. That was just the sucio stuff. Now we're going to move on to the cochino stuff, apparently. When he got out of the shower, and please don't judge me, babe. We're going to try real fucking hard. Please don't judge me. When he got out of the shower,
I'm afraid.
he came to me and asked for head. And although I was still grossed out by what Jake said, oh, and though I was still grossed out by what I had seen, I considered, because I'm already 6 hard Topo Chicos in.
I love that part.
She keeps it real. I like that. I then start getting on my knees, and I look down and see his bare feet that I have never seen before. His toe.
I can't. I already know this is going.
His toenails are so incredibly long, like they're curving. I pretended. Ben, are you leaving?
I think he's going to jack off.
I pretended to be sick from drinking too fast when all I wanted to do was pound another one. You're funny. I like that. But I tried to deflect. I hate that he took me there now, because I'm thinking about, and I feel like such a rotten person because he's such a sweet guy.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, hun.
Okay, that is a pet peeve of mine. If you have a
Toenails?
grody ass fucking toes,
You don't give a fuck about nothing.
No, you are not a clean person.
Oh,
Curving is crazy, and then to try to get someone to suck your dick, knowing
Yeah.
damn well your toenails.
Your toes are fucking gross.
Guinness Book of World Records, dude.
dude, get a pedicure. It feels great.
Now,
My husband loves
I
pedicures.
love pedicures.
so through therapy, I have learned that
I love how she starts with that.
because cleanliness is actually a value. Like it shows like how you value yourself, how you value those around you. Like when I have somebody coming to my house, what do? You straighten up.
Yes.
You know, like even if your house is already clean, you still fold the blanket that you left on the couch from the night before.
Wipe down the
right?
counter. Just
Right.
to do a quick wipe down so it looks nice.
So
Do a little sweep.
So this filthiness could be indicative of other, I think straight up selfish behavior. This is him and one other dude.
But
Hire
and
a
that's not
fucking
even-
service.
That is not even like, oh wow, we had a crazy week. I'm sorry things aren't put away. That shit has been going on for a long time. That is not healthy.
And to be unaware of it, like he was like, "Why? What's wrong with it?"
That is hoarder's buried alive bathroom.
But what if it's the brother?
Plus, if it isn't your mess, dude, like you're still living and be like, you know what, fuck it, this is gross. I can't handle this. I'm gonna clean it a little bit.
Fucking run. You don't need to just.
If I went to someone's house that I loved and I saw that, I like someone that I know, like say I went to your house and it was like that, I would be genuinely worried. Like I'd be like, dude,
Something's
like what's
wrong.
going
Yeah.
on?
Are you in like a deep depression?
Yeah,
Do
you
you
need
need
to-
help?
yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's a sign of depression too, huh?
For
Yes.
some, it seems like that's his norm at this point. Because even when you're depressed, you're embarrassed of the mess you make. Like you can't get it
Yes.
together,
Yeah.
but it like almost adds to you feeling down about yourself and stuff, right? And if someone comes over, you either try to get them to not come over, or you're excusing
something
yourself,
half-assed at
or
the
you
very
do
least.
something. Yeah, exactly. But if somebody says they're gonna go use the bathroom, you're like,
Oh,
give me
no.
one sec.
Wipe the sink down.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about how women are socialized earlier. Like another thing that we're socialized to do is if a guy is nice, excuse all
Yep.
else. I mean, niceness does go a long way, but if you're at this point an adult and you're trying to invest into your future and like seeing where things could go with this guy, like I just think this could be indicative of somebody that's like doesn't take care of themselves,
Cannot take care of themselves
cannot
for
take care of
whatever
themselves.
reason.
Yeah.
I-
Doesn't have courtesy for others. Like having you even step into the bathroom, I think is fucking rude.
You know, I had 4 kids, 3 boys, right? My house was a wreck a lot. Never even close to that with 4 teenage boys.
Yeah.
Never close.
Yeah, and this is the dating world. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, and how dare you ask for a fucking blowjob?
With your gross ass feet.
Okay, but she asked us for help
I know.
about
We're like, I know.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
About what she should do and how,
How
she
to
should
bring it
handle
up.
that. Like, I mean, does she be honest?
Yeah, I would be so completely honest. Like, don't even, like, you don't have to be mean. And if he feels shamed, that's his thing. That's something that he has to deal with. Like, you can't protect him from all of that. But I would tell him, like, to be honest, I was so
I would-
shocked to see your
I would even say this
restroom.
is a health concern for me.
So it's like an
Or even-
intervention style.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like even like how you were saying, or how I don't know who said it, but about the like them being in depression, like maybe even bringing it up like that with like true genuine concern, like
Are you okay?
yeah, because you scratch me with your toenails. You scratch my knees with your toenails when I bend down.
Yeah.
Cat scratch fever.
Like
She had to go get a tetanus shot.
yeah.
So that's the
These-
advice. Talk to him and be real.
But also, do not, for fuck's sake, do not.
Suck his dick.
We could go there, and I don't want to go there because I don't want to throw up. Do not feel like just because he is a quote unquote nice guy that you are obligated to stay with him. There's obviously something going on where someone can live in that kind of a situation. So just because he's a quote unquote nice guy, you don't got to date him. Granted, don't go with Mr. fucking dickhead just because he's got a clean house. But there's nice guys that also clean.
I mean, there's also other issues in this relationship that he doesn't ever have you at his house, like for.
Because it's grody.
Yeah, I
But
wonder,
that doesn't
why.
seem to be the issue because his brother don't like to have people over. She said
That's why I said that.
that like maybe it's the brother's house and he's staying there. But if the brother has the master, and that's this fool's,
True.
doesn't matter though, dude.
Because he was like, "What's wrong with it?"
And we've all had roommates that that leave a mess or like we don't necessarily like how they, do stuff, but
Yeah.
that all needs to be handled. We're fucking adults. Like this is crazy.
And if this is how you're living your life,
Yeah.
does she really want a part of that? Do you want to be the mom that is going to clean up after this person for the rest of your fucking life because he can't fucking get it, okay? Or he doesn't know how to fucking do this. Do you want to be that person?
There's also the other side of it, though. You could get violently ill.
Black mold.
Black
Yeah,
mold,
dude.
you can die.
She could get E. coli in her fucking vagina.
Yes. Ugh. No. No.
I wonder what his
no.
personal hygiene is like. Does he brush his teeth?
I mean, his
Okay, I was
floss?
thinking that too. Okay, here we go. You said it.
with
I was
black
thinking it.
mold.
He got out of the shower, right? And then wanted head. Is his wiener clean? Because if he's living in that kind of a situation, how
Yeah.
clean is he?
Yeah, and even more importantly, is he circumcised? It's that crumble cheese on the pullback.
Shut the fuck up. You're going to jail, dude. Why
You're
would
going
you
to
say
jail.
that?
Straight to jail. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go.
Yeah, I think that you should call it. If you want to have a conversation with him, you should.
Call the cops. He said.
Yeah, call the cops. If you want to have a conversation with him, you should, but you should be super direct. I mean, I guess you can offer support. I wouldn't offer to clean. The reason I wouldn't offer to clean too is you have to show someone how to treat you
Right.
and where you're gonna play in their life, and you don't want to become the.
You don't not trying to raise this guy.
You don't
Yeah.
want to be the mother in this situation.
And women gotta stop doing fucking wife duties for fools that ain't even having them at their house.
No.
Like,
Do not be a wifey for someone who is not fucking stepping
husband,
up.
Not
yeah,
a
and it's
daddy.
not husband material. Like there's selfishness going on in him and
But
disrespect.
he's unaware of it. Is the sad part. It's like a.
Or he
fucking
doesn't
mental
care, dude.
health-
Who comes out of the shower and is like,
Give me
hey,
hay.
can you suck my dick? Like, it wasn't like, she didn't say like they started messing around
Yeah.
and they were going to have sex. Like, it seems like he just wanted head.
Yeah, he just stands there like drops his towel. Hey, suck my dick.
What if he's spectrum and doesn't understand things?
That's true. There might be more to this. So what Ben is saying is actually a really good
Yeah.
point, but that still would lead then to a conversation. Let's unpack this. And so yeah, if that might be a concern, or if you want to
You
give him
think-
the benefit of the
yeah.
doubt, a conversation is a great idea.
Yes.
But it could be one of many things, like a disorder. Like hoarders, they don't know that their place looks like. It's wild. They just are unaware.
Stuff.
Yeah,
It's just my stuff. Don't touch my stuff.
I won't, dude.
But even
What
even
the fuck
for
is
that,
his problem?
like, and maybe this is fucked up of me to say, I couldn't deal with that. Why start a relationship in this if you can't deal with it?
Start.
Like, you're not 10 years in and this person is now exhibiting these behaviors. You're starting.
He's not going through a bout of depression after,
Yeah.
like where you're supposed to hold him down.
You are starting this relationship.
And one last thing from me is he hasn't asked you to excuse this stuff. Like you're making compromises, or what you think is compromises, on your own, when a compromise is between two people. Like, so if you're gonna want to see this through, you at least got to let him in and have a real conversation,
Right.
or else you're going to get resentful every time you have to go to his house. You're gonna be disgusted. God forbid you guys all go out together and one of your homegirls ends up at his house. You'll fucking die, dude.
Can you
yeah.
imagine?
And it's sad because in the email, obviously, it sounds like she feels a little bit uncomfortable with decisions she's made and things she's done, because she's like, don't judge me, you know?
Honestly, if you're already questioning and you're saying, don't judge me, you know it's not the best for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
and
not
if you need to ask 3 tattooers for advice, you really need to rethink a lot of shit.
Yeah, one that fucking hawks crystal penises. And girls always fall into this, like, playing the cool girl trope, like,
That's what we have been taught to do. Don't be that nice girl.
fuck the patriarchy. Don't
Hey,
fuck the patriarchy.
Who's patriarchy?
All right, boys, is that all of our time for today?
We always do this. We go off on
I know.
random ass shit.
and I feel like all of the conversations, like, we could have gone a lot longer too. I still want to talk more about aliens.
So let us know in the comments if you guys, one, think that we should have an alien episode, and two, what the
Bigfoot?
fuck? You guys also give this person advice.
Yeah.
Or maybe if this is something you struggle with, like the cleanliness thing, like maybe you can offer her some insight on how you would want to be talked to, or how she can help,
very
be
good
there for
point.
you. So you already know me and James, we're old news.
We are.
Jill, remind them where they can find you and where they can buy all this cool stuff.
So, for my tattoo page, it is Syren, Syren tattoo, on Instagram. And our witchy stuff is Tales from the Coven. That's on Instagram. And our website is talesfromthecoven.com. And my cosmetic page is Foundations Inc. on Instagram.
You're trying not to think about toenails.
I am. I want to vomit right now in my
Gee,
mouth.
that's impressive. That's a lot of different things that you're doing.
Yeah, she's
That's-
got a lot
you're
of plates in
hustler
there.
Well, and then if you want the Oddities stuff, which we didn't even talk about,
Another thing.
Oh yeah, that will
my
have to
Oddities
work
and
in.
taxidermy stuff are Syren's Lair Oddities.
I really cannot wait to have you back on. I wish this episode could be like 9 hours long.
Tattoo related. She does taxidermy, wet specimen tattooed pig skin. That's in jars, displayed, really cool, and it's for local pickup in
Yeah, we can't
the
ship
greater
those.
Los Angeles area. So
Those are too hard to ship.
contact her, dude. I have never seen anything like it.
There's
hit her
a
up.
little video up on the Tales
Okay,
page.
we'll link it. We'll link it in the caption.
I can send you guys some video.
Cool.
We have some left.
All right, guys, have
Right.
a good one.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you so much for
Thanks,
being
Jill.
on.
See you guys at your next session.
It's
you
always
later.
fun.
1, 2, and 3. Out.
That's fucking.
Hey, I don't think there was that much wrong with it. You guys are being really hard on this guy. It's my toilet.